So this past summer, we had a business case during some information breaches that we needed to have because of the COVID and the citizens and tourists that are going to use the beaches in Gothenburg. So we had to share a lot of data. We had to do a new specification for data sharing. We had to find some applications to use to display that information. So I just made a short presentation about that, and I'm hoping that you could use this kind of specification or help me get more of these specifications built. So it's just a super simple. Exactly. So we made an effort together with 40 boroughs in the western regions of Sweden. We came together and we started working on open data, and we wanted to share good ideas and share the data sets that we built so that all these 40 boroughs can do the same data sharing and the same specifications. So just filled out these spots here. Yeah, exactly. So the Parks and Recreation and Traffic Department had a lot of politicians reaching out to them, talking about how can we make better spaces during the summer months and the beaches that we have. How can we inform better where all these beaches are? How can they find them? How can they see what's available at these places, parking wise, traffic wise, cycling wise, and so on and so on. So we had to reach out to all the departments that were included and find the data that they had, find an easier method of them to gather the data, to collect it, to use some kind of specification saying how the data should be stored and written down and so on. And we find some of those specifications from the 5 Smart City Foundation's data models that they had brought together. So we adapted those, modified them to more Swedish standards. We got the nationwide digitization organization to help us provide this specification and the data sets on their website, and to support us and sponsor this work that we were doing. We made that data available on our website as a service, because all of this needs to be a service, as the politicians wanted and the citizens wanted to. So we have them at our website. We have them at a specific app that we have that's called Badplats. And also we did a map service, as you see the karta.göteborg.se, which is a VMS open data program that you can use. All of this open data, all of it is open source as well. So the specifications that we made and are continuing working in this group of 40 boroughs is to do as many specifications as we can from what we can find in the EU standards, to modify them to a Swedish national standard. Published all of the specifications at dataportalen.se, which is provided by the digitization authority. So we get that sanctioned and help to make that a working model for the whole nation. The specification is rather big in this way that we made it. It's all the details that you need and then some. We provided all the links, all the contacts informations to everybody who worked on the project. There's more than enough to get a beach specification if you want to, but you can use this model and standard to almost any kind of specification you want to build for open data. We made it really huge because there were so many different kind of ideas and wants from the tourist industry, from the citizens, from the different politicians that we talked to. But we narrowed it down to the 4 attributes that were obligatory to have to provide an open data set, which is really simple, like place ID, so we can find them easily in our different databases and connect them. Name, latitude and longitude, and there's a description as well that is mandatory to use as well. But these are the 4 that you actually need. Here is the data provided on an open source built map that's called Hike. I'll also put all the links in this presentation so that you can use that, and Julie has it already. But for the service that we provide on our website, we put up these 5 different open data sets because that's what the politicians wanted us to supply. So it's beaches and it's cycling courses, it's the traffic stops for all the buses, and it's also Styrastel, which is a rent a bicycle service that we have, and we plotted them out around the whole of Gothenburg so that the bikes could be used everywhere during this summer, which they're really, which they aren't in most cases. They're mostly located in the city of the center, but we expanded that during the COVID summer months so that you could actually get to all of these beaches that we have in the city. That's it, super simple. Like I said, all the links are provided. What I'm hoping is that you all get a sense of how we can build a specification for open data that you are lacking in some sense. And we made a method that we're working on. If somebody's interested in getting there, mostly all of this will be provided in English as well.